Hey, this is Onyx from the future. I sound weird right now because I'm sick, and I sound weird in this video because this was recorded 2 days after I got my new mic, which was not enough time to properly set it up. But hopefully next week I'll sound normal and I won't be sick. Enjoy the video. So you've almost certainly heard of the Verity's Brow combo blow 1-2 punch with Navigator Catalyst setup that some hunters have been using to just delete stuff. And while those setups are cool, they are also a lot. And if you mess up any part of that whole shebang, it's not gonna end the way you wanted. While that setup is very potent, that is not what we are doing today. We are doing Grapple Ascension stuff, but the real star of the show here is Ascension. If you just want to get in your zoomies without using your brain too hard, this is the setup for you. The thing that we're building around is Ascension with Gifted Conviction. We could go for a Tempest Strike setup with Gifted Conviction, but Ascension is not only much better utility, you also get to use it more often, and it lets us just zoom out of our damn minds. Also, Arc Strider is, not very good. So we're snap locking onto Prismatic. We're also snap locking Ascension since Gifted Conviction doesn't do a whole lot without it. I mean, I was gonna say it looks cool, but it, like a 7 out of 10. Anyway, once you're done optimizing your build specifically for Verity, feel free to pick another aspect. Technically, this is dealer's choice, but the obvious pick here is Stylish Executioner. GPG can work, but it's a very slight non-bow since Ascension requires you to get up close and personal, and GPG can blow you up if you're too close. Threaded Spectre can do some funny stuff, but that funny stuff isn't particularly effective, unfortunately. And even less effective is Winter's Shroud, since it just doesn't work with Ascension at all. Stylish Executioner also synergizes very well with Ascension, since Ascension already jolts at base, meaning anything we kill with it procs Stylish Executioner, giving us some extra safety on the way out or on the way in. Speaking of getting out, or let's be real, getting in, our Dispense as Written grenade is Grapple. Would you pick something else? Yes. But you're not here for that. You are here to shmove, and Grapple is the shmovement option. Our melee is wide open. Really pick whatever. I'm on Threaded Spike since it's a good safety tool, especially with the more up-close and personal style of play that we're involved in. The only one I'd actively recommend against for the I don't want to use my brain setup is Combo Blow. Yes, the crazy obliterate raid bosses with 3 grapple melee punches setup uses Combo Blow, but that's not what we're going for right now. I have exactly enough brain cells to know that I don't have enough brain cells to make that build work. And if you do have enough brain cells to make that build work, let's be real, you're just here to hear my majestic serenading voice as you slowly drift away into the deepest reaches of your subconscious that'll have you question the actions of your past self and make you reflect on whether or not you've actually been a good person, or if you're just a product of your upbringing. Sorry, was I saying something? Anyway, the problem with Combo Blow in this setup is that it's a lot harder to balance both it and Ascension spam, and the survivability it offers is a little bit overkill, in my opinion. On top of that, speccing for Combo Blow with Specialist Armor, which is what I recommend using, is much harder since you basically need all melee spiked Specialist Armor to even get close. Your dodge is once again technically dealer's choice, but I'm on Gambler's Dodge, since you do get the effects of your dodge when using Ascension, and Gambler's Dodge is just kind of the best one right now. My recommendation for your super is either Silence and Squall or Tether. They're one-off supers, which means you can just huck them out and not disrupt your game plan too much. Technically, anything works. Golden Gun can be really funny since it gives you a lot of Ascension spam, but if you're going to use Golden Gun, you're probably not going to use it for that. For our fragments, Facet of Hope is absolutely, positively number 1. Because Ascension amplifies us, we're guaranteed to have 40% extra class ability regen at all times, and that number goes to 60 if we're amplified and invisible from Stylish. Protection is great since we are in close quarters pretty much all the time. Courage is great with Spike since if you play your cards well, pretty much everything is going to be severed. And finally, Justice is great for some extra oomph on your Transcendence, and even though it only works while you're Transcendence, you're gonna get it fast enough with Spike and Ascension anyway. In terms of speccing your armor, you have two main choices, which is either mixing Specialist and Grenadier armor to give you more Grapple Ascend turbo moves, or you just full send on the screw you, I am never going to die setup and just go full Specialist armor. I ended up going with the second route because it was the path of least resistance, and also the path of most resistance, and by the latter, I mean damage resistance. Getting basically a full overshield every time you do the funny staff spin on top of going invisible and gaining damage resist is just incredible for maintaining the whole being alive thing that I hear is all the rage with Zoomers right now. After this, spec your mods for full class ability value, since as far as I'm aware, Ascension now properly works with all class ability-based stuff and is no longer categorized as a sword. Dynamo in our helmet, triple ability regeneration for the arms, triple resist in the chest, better already and insulation in the legs, and distribution in Reaper for some more class ability utility in our class item. There isn't anything too crazy spicy in the artifact, since this is mostly arc and jolt based, but the two perks of note are Elemental Blast, since it blows up tangles bigger than a goddamn nuclear bomb, and Elemental Benevolence for even more class ability restoration, since Ascension grants Amplify to all teammates around you, and when you're playing with Chili, you're gonna be giving your teammates Amplify a lot.
Umblix, Amplify.
In terms of actually playing the build, step one is to go into your settings and make sure you have air dodge bound, since you might have forgotten to do that. After you bind your buttons, your goal is to just spam Ascension at pretty much every opportunity. With all of the class ability regen you've got going on, this should not be difficult. Outside of that, make sure you're throwing your Spike for Facet of Courage, popping Transcendence for Facet of Justice, and that's really all there is to it. Unless you want to move at Mach 7, which given that you clicked on this video, you probably do. By combining Grapple and Ascension, you can absolutely just book it from point A to point B. Now, don't get me wrong, you're not moving at Shatter or Well Skate speed, but you're also not limited to ledges, so you've got a bit more flexibility with it. The timing can be a little tricky, but once you get it down, it's kinda difficult to miss. You want to grapple, wait for a little bit, and then right as you're approaching your grapple anchor, pop Ascension and just let the fireworks fly. Make sure you're staying airborne for as long as possible to maintain as much momentum as possible. While jumping doesn't conserve momentum on its own, it does keep you in the air, which does preserve momentum. If you're grappling to a tangle, just make sure you release the grapple as the tangle is still flying in the upwards part of its arc to maintain maximum airtime. Also, and this is the most important consideration, be careful that when you're doing this, you don't fling yourself into the void and die.
Oh! Are we going to talk about that?
No. That is, in fact, accurate. In the meantime, I'm going to go kill this guy. That was so worth it.
Immune, down.
And
Good deeps.
many deeps.
Much deeps.
You wanna... Oh!
What the f is happening to you?
Otherwise, you might end up in a compilation. Sorry, Tina, but this was just way too funny not to do. Once you're done watching me clown on my girlfriend, you can have the chance to bully her yourself in my community Discord server. Apparently, you can also use it to, like, actually get groups together for Destiny stuff, like raids, and I guess you can make friends in there too if you want, but, you know, apparently that's a secondary use. Also, please don't actually bully Tina. She did not ask for that. I did not run this by her. We've also got a Destiny clan if you want to join that, but it's not required at all. We have plenty of Guardians that are just hanging out in there without leaving their clan at all. Titans, you are up for next week for a build video, and then after that, I might actually get to work on my backlog. Maybe. It's like a 50-50 at this point. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.